The news starts with breaking news. One post on social media by President Donald Trump has sent shockwaves through D.C. and Commanders fans. Tonight, the leader of the free world threatening to squash a deal to build a new stadium for the Washington Commanders right here in the district if they don't immediately change their name back to the controversial Washington Redskins. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday night. I'm Larry Miller. As the official television station of the Washington Commanders, no doubt the last couple of hours have been wild. So here's the breakdown. This all started just after 10 o'clock this morning when President Trump posted this, saying that the Washington whatevers should immediately change their name back to the Washington Redskins football team. Later this afternoon, the president then posted this, saying that I may put a restriction on them if they don't change the name back to the original Washington Redskins and get rid of the ridiculous moniker Washington Commanders. I won't make a deal for them to build a new stadium in Washington. He ends by saying that the Indians are being treated very unfairly, saying make Indians great again. All right, let's try to make sense of what we've just gotten from the president there. We are joined now by Chick Hernandez. Chick, let's talk about kind of putting the politics aside here.
Yeah.
We have a deal that is being negotiated right now by the team and the city council. They have yet to sort of reach the necessary consensus for us to move forward, but they're working out the details right now. Does this throw a monkey wrench in those ongoing negotiations?
Maryland and Virginia, who've been kind of sitting on the outside, are now going, say what now? What now? So now they are keen to hear what's next, certainly. And we don't know what all the rules are, but the president has done a lot of things with a heavy hammer. And so now it's about the D.C. City Council, and I think they have to kind of get this vote done now. This could pose a serious threat. There is no question about that. This could pose a serious threat to the football franchise coming to RFK. In the coming days, as you just mentioned, it's going to be a free-for-all.
Yeah, and then, of course, you have now Virginia and Maryland sort of sitting by with bated breath to see whether or not this presents them with an opening that they really need and probably would want, particularly Prince George's County, that would love to keep the Commanders there, because now they're trying to figure out what do we do now that the team potentially and very likely will be moving out of Prince George's County.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was all unexpected. The team right now is saying no comment, which is what they've done all along. They're not going to make any comments on what the president said. Dan Quinn and Adam Peters will be available on Tuesday to talk about training camp starting. I'm sure that question may be asked then, and perhaps Josh Harris will be at that meeting, and we'll have that as well. But right now, it is the president saying this, and now people inside the organization and the D.C. City Council are scrambling to find out what all the rules are. But right now, this could pose a serious threat to, as I said, to football coming to RFK.
Of course, we'll be watching this very closely.